What's going on, guys? It's Luke22SV here, and welcome back to the fourth round of Season 3 today here for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, off the back of a couple of good results now to start off the season. We started the season much better than we did last season when we were trying to go for the championship initially with Alfa Romeo. This season with Red Bull, we're going to try and go for the championship again, and so far starting off quite well. We've well, in the first couple of races we should have done a lot better, but in the last race we managed to get the podium after a poor qualifying. Qualifying seems to be our Achilles heel at the moment. We just don't seem to be able to get it together in qualifying for whatever reason. But in the race we seem to be doing a lot better. And well, yeah, last time out we started about a 7th or 8th and finished 3rd. Again, coming into another track where we're not so good at, to be honest. But yeah, here we go. In Azerbaijan, it's going to be a difficult one. And currently down in P20 after our first lap. So if you've watched this channel regularly, we only do 2 laps really in qualifying. One at the start of the session, one at the end of the session. I'm not really sure why I do that. It's just normally just the way it is. Just you know, just to get the first banker lap in, see where it puts us, and then see if we can go any quicker than that. And we really pretty much can only go quicker than the lap we did earlier. It was a poor lap, and currently up on our previous lap already by a few tenths of a second, but that's not going to move us up too far up the grid, to be honest. And you saw how far off the pace the Haas's were on the performance chart as well. So if we end up behind the Haas of Magnussen and Hulkenberg, then we should be very disappointed with that. But yeah, we're still up by quite a bit. This is a track that we're not very good at. We saw last season we retired on lap 1 thanks to Lando Norris taking us out of that race. But yeah, that was one of our many incidents with the McLarens last season. But this season, though, we've had a fairly much less of a poor start to the season. Haven't really had too many incidents as of yet. But Lucas Weber then going on pole position, provisional pole position in the Alfa Romeo. The Alfa Romeo hasn't really set the world alight so far this season. So yeah, Weber doing very well to get on pole position at the moment. But where can we put ourselves on this grid? Verstappen hasn't really been too strong in qualifying either, really, to be fair. So maybe the Red Bull's just a very good race car rather than being a very good qualifying car at the moment, despite us having to do the objective of getting P5 anyway. But there you go, actually, Verstappen putting it on pole position there at the dying seconds there. So commentator's curse, really, but we're down in P16, so we're a long way off our teammate, and yeah, a long way off where we want to be, because, well, Verstappen's only about 8 points behind us, 9 points beyond us in the standing. So at the moment he's got a good chance of taking the lead going into Spain and the start of the European season. But Lando Norris as well, he's the championship leader down in P15, Valtteri Bottas down in P10. So the guys at the top really did not get it together in qualifying. Hamilton needs to get it together in the race today, and Alfa Romeo are doing very well together with Stroll up in P4. I mean, when Stroll's up that high, you know that the Alfa Romeo has got some pretty good pace ahead of the Ferraris as well. So heading on into the race then, what can we do from P16? We need to need to have a good start. That's the main question here, where we can actually get a good start, and hopefully we can make it further than we did last time we came to Azerbaijan, where he didn't even get to the castle section on lap 1 last season. So hopefully for a better result today, and something we should definitely be able to achieve with the car that we got underneath us, and seen how much better we've done in the race than qualifying in the last few races anyway. But here we go then. Here's the grid. Max Verstappen starting on pole alongside Lucas Weber. So they're going to be looking very strong in the race. Alfa Romeo looking very good. Hamilton up there in P3 needs to get some points on the board. Stroll in P4. Ferrari looking average. Vettel ahead of Leclerc. Perez doing well for Racing Point. Sainz doing very well for Renault. Russell ahead of the disappointed Bottas. Then comes Fiat, Butler, Gasly and Norris will be very disappointed at McLaren. We're ahead of Nico Hulkenberg, ahead of Giovinazzi, a long way behind his teammate Magnussen, Albon and Ricciardo, with a penalty then as we head to start this race then for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. And here we go, onto those 5 red lights, starting from P15 then. Can we get a good start? Let's hope for it. We're going to find out now as the lights go away, and we're away in Azerbaijan. It's a good start from Norris. It's a poor start from ourselves. Hulkenberg flying past us as we go into the first corner, trying to go around the outside of both McLarens there, almost getting forced into the wall by Devon Butler, who's had a poor qualifying as well. He's on the soft tyres, we're on the medium tyres. We're going to go round turn 2 now on the outside, and we've up to P12 just by going around the outside of these cars. And now Butler trying to fight back on the next straight. We're in P12, again 3 positions to start. Are we going to look to make a move on the inside of Bottas? A long way back, so not thinking so. And you can see the 2 McLarens fighting there wheel to wheel. Norris and Butler, and now Here's the place where we actually collided with Norris on the first lap last time out, where we came to this track, but we've managed to get through that today. And now we go up to the castle section for the first time in this race. Just a 13-lap race today, so it's not going to be a long one in terms of laps, but, well, will it feel long? Because it's a long lap. And now trying to find a way past Valtteri Bottas. A very disappointed Valtteri Bottas, having a very poor qualifying as well by his standards, being a long way behind his teammate as well. So he's trying to go gunning for the championship. He had a poor result last time out. We were tired with the engine failure, which could have actually extended his, actually taken the lead of the championship ahead of Lando Norris. Lando Norris also had a poor race as well, which allowed us and Verstappen to close in. So now we can see Lando Norris trying to make a move on us as we had a poor exit out of that corner. He goes on the inside. We try to cut back underneath, but Lando Norris taking hold of P12. So we got some work to do here after the poor exit out of that corner where we went over the curb. Lando Norris took away that position from us, and now getting a little bit of slipstream, and this is going to be easy. And we're already past him. Devon Butler as well. He's looking to get past his teammate. He needs to get some more points on the board as well. He's had a pretty disappointing start to the season, has Butler. He could have won out in Bahrain, but well, unfortunately, that I kind of got involved and had a spin, and that really ruined his Bahrain race. But yeah, there we go. We end lap 1 at P12, and now we're trying to focus on the cars ahead of us. Here's a replay then of the start. You can see Verstappen and Weber and Stroll getting a very good start as well there up front. But there you can see going around the outside of several cars, the Toro Rosso, and both of them are McLarens. Just about managed to get past them. Those are the 3 cars we actually managed to get past on the first lap. And then you can see Devon Butler on the inside trying to fight, well, trying to keep hold of that P12 as it was then. Norris then ends up trying to fight with him for P13, manages to get past him. You can see Butler trying to get past us again as we head into the next corner. You can see Lando Norris goes round the outside of him. I think Butler might have even hit the wall there. So not really sure what happened with Butler there, but Lando Norris getting past him. And yeah, there we go. Now moving on to the end of lap 2 and the start of lap 3, where DRS will be enabled, and Valtteri Bottas is making moves now. He's got past Danny Kvyat, and the Williams not looking too shabby around this track too. So the Williams fighting for points as well. You can see Russell's a little bit further down the road, and Bottas will be trying to get past these guys as well. So now we get DRS then activated for the first time within a second then of Danny Kvyat. So not too far off the points, and as you can see, we're on the medium tyres as well. So we're going to be going a little bit further into this race than these guys on the soft tyres, and hopefully we can that can pay dividends at the end of the race, and hopefully we'll be able to be faster than the guys who are on medium tyres when we'll be on the soft. So if we can keep the pace in the early part of this race, we should be looking quite good towards the end actually. Maybe able to get ourselves in the top end of the points, hopefully. But all being said, there could be safety cars as well, which could play into our hands. It could play into the guys on the soft compound. If the safety car comes anytime soon, it will play into their hands rather than our hands. But if it comes in to the end of the race, it could play into our hands, as we'll have the fresher tyres and we'll be able to attack whilst all the cars are bunched up. But that's all a bunch of ifs and maybes at the moment, as we're focusing on lap 3 and trying to get past Danny Kvyat. And we should have some DRS available at the end of this lap if we go over that curb, and we're actually closing a lot on Danny Kvyat there. We're going to look to make a move down the inside of him here, a little bit far too back. But yeah, now Danny Kvyat, now surely this is going to be where we'll be able to make the overtake. He's going to have DRS though available, and so is everyone else. So it's going to be a little bit of a concertina effect here, as in everyone getting DRS on the guys who haven't got DRS. So Carlos Sainz is a little bit further up as well. So now we got DRS available. So is Danny Kvyat though. This is the straight line speed we've got in this Red Bull. A lot of massive advantage we had over Danny Kvyat there. We both had DRS. He was a little bit far back though on the guys ahead, so not getting too much of a slipstream with Danny Kvyat. So we got a bit of slipstream there, which helped us get past Kvyat there. And now moving further on, we got his teammate Russell now, who's lost a few positions. Bottas that's actually doing a good job so far. Bottas he's managed to get past a few cars now. Russell, Sainz, and well, he's actually having to fight off Carlos Sainz at the moment. Sainz trying to fight back that position for the Renault. Some vital points that would be for Renault at the moment. They haven't looked too strong in recent seasons in this career mode. So Sainz being up in the points is a rare sight really. So he needs to try and keep hold of those points really, because Renault aren't really too strong of a team at the moment. Although they are getting better though. It's actually Haas at the moment that seems to be the backmarker team in this career mode. In Season 3 it was Renault in Season 2, but Haas have taken their place in Season 3 as the bottom team. So now then, coming through the castle section, we're not really going to be able to make a move on George Russell at the moment, try and get into the points on lap 4 of this race, but we definitely should have DRS again. So again, it's pretty much going to be trying to make that move on the trying to be close enough in that DRS zone on the main straight. He goes defensive there though, so this is put George Russell on the back foot. You see, he got a poor exit out of that corner. He's going defensive again, so this is going to be fairly easy prey. If he keeps going defensive, he's going to get a poor line, and there you go, a poor line out of that corner. We're going to be right behind him now, and surely this is going to be easy work for us to get past George Russell. Although he's actually going so slowly, we're having to lift off here, and now we're going to be under pressure from his teammate perhaps. So Danny Kvyat is going to be well on our back as well. And you can see, he actually almost hit George Russell there, trying to get past him. So yeah, that was almost a failed plan move there by the Williams team. Maybe Russell's trying to hold me up so Kvyat could get past, but that's not really worked too well there. Kvyat's now got past Russell, although they're squabbling over that P11 now. So that could be also much needed points for Williams. But moving now further on, you can see Vettel's now holding these guys up. So Vettel is having a poor day at the moment by the looks of it. He's now free abreast going into the next corner, so that's going to bunch them up a lot. Bottas on the inside of this contact with the wall there. Did he lose a bit of front wing battle through Bottas? I don't know. He may have done, so that's not helping him out at all. Perez, who goes well around this track as well, he's had 2 podiums in real life, so I'm no surprised to see Perez doing well in the points at the moment. So now we're looking for a way past Carlos Sainz, and he's probably trying to look for a way past Sergio Perez, but you can see that contact Valtteri Bottas has made with the wall has slowed him down quite a bit. We go to the outside on Carlos Sainz, and we're going to try and take hold of that position. A very sneaky move on Carlos Sainz, and we take hold of P9. I don't think he really expected that on the outside in that corner. It's almost a one-way street, that corner there, but we managed to find a way past Carlos Sainz up into P9, and now Sergio Perez on Valtteri Bottas. Can we get past these guys and get ourselves into P7? This is going to be a very good race so far in just 5 laps. You can see Perez getting past Valtteri Bottas there. So Valtteri Bottas, you can see, just going past him there. You can see the front wing damage on the front left of his car. So that's really slowing him down a lot. And we slow ourselves down by going over that curb. That's not helped us out too much. And Perez, he might actually be able to stay ahead of us at this rate. He's not going to have DRS though, but we will. So can we get close enough to him now? It's going to be, a few cars pitting at the end of this lap as well. I'd imagine Valtteri Bottas won't be too far behind. Going into the pits, we get DRS though on Sergio Perez. It looks like he's going into the pits though, so we're going to have a bit of fresh air here. Valtteri Bottas does go into the pits, so now going on to lap 6, we are now just driving past into P4, and you can see just coming out of the pits is Lucas Weber. So the race leaders, that's how far ahead they were. They got a pit stop advantage here, and you can see riding on board now with Lucas Weber. He's fresh on those medium tyres. We're on the old medium tyres, so we're a long way back. So that says it all really about how much time we lost in that traffic there. So we're not going to really be able to compete for the win at the moment unless we have some sort of miracle with a safety car or something. But Lucas Weber now chasing us for P4, and he's all over the back of us at the moment. And you can see how fast he's going on those fresh tyres. We're struggling at the moment on these medium tyres that are a few laps old now for whatever reason. And you can see the Williams is now catching up to the back of us as well. He goes to the inside though. We're on the outside again, where we made the move on Carlos Sainz last time out. We're now going side by side into the castle section. This is only going to end in one way, of course. And into the wall goes Lucas Weber and loses a bit of his front wing, fighting side by side into the castle section. That was just going to go one way. And yeah, there you go. Lucas Weber's lost a massive chunk of front wing, our former teammate. And that's, that's just silly from him, I think. I don't know why he should have just given that up and carried on. We were on the inside. We were not going to give that one up. We were definitely going to be able to go into that corner. But yeah, there was no way 2 cars can go side by side into that little corner there. And that's only ended in Lucas Weber losing a massive chunk of front wing. And he's going to be in the pits again at the end of this lap. Look how much time he's lost already just behind us now. So we're going to be pushing on, and into the pits goes Lance Stroll as well. So he may even have to double stack behind his teammate. They might not even be ready now. How slow they are at getting 2 cars into the pits. But now, moving on to lap 7, we're going to come into the pits to change these tyres, and Max Verstappen, our teammate, now leads the race. So colliding with Lucas Weber has pretty much helped our teammate into an easy win at the moment, and now we're on the soft tyres, and then you can see our sister team there, actually, Albon, into the pits as well. He's on the same strategy as us, I think, and he goes on to the soft tyres as well. Now we're just out, and we've actually been undercutted by Devon Butler so at the moment. So yeah, we've actually lost a bit of time to Butler on he's on the new tyres, and now we're on the soft tyres, and we should be able to gain that time almost immediately. And now you can see how much time we've gained as we move on to the end of lap 8, and it should be fairly easy work getting past Devon Butler for P9 now. So yeah, I think there's still a few more cars yet to stop in this race, so we should be able to see ourselves moving up a few more positions as we move into P9 now, and a very easy move in the end. You can see Hulkenberg's now gone into the pit, so we're up into P7 again, and yeah, it's still a few more positions to gain, and there's yellow flags. Lucas Weber sets the fastest lap of the race. Yeah, there we go. You can see there's yellow flags though, but Weber setting the fastest lap there. So now pushing on in P7, trying to catch up to Carlos Sainz in the Renault. And Lucas Weber is out of the race as well. So just after setting the fastest lap of the race, he's out of the race on those fresh tyres that he was on. And a virtual safety car is deployed. So what has happened to Lucas Weber? His race has gone from bad to worse. He was potentially in a fight for the win. Here you go. He's got a nice toe on Kevin Magnussen, going past him in the Haas, and well, overtaking him down in probably what would be P19 at that point. And yeah, you can just see the car slowing down. I think he even managed to set the fastest lap despite his car just slowing down there, and no smoke coming from the engine or anything like that. So there's some sort of technical issue seeing Lucas Weber fly out of the race. Disappointing race for him. He's had a bad day and a bad season so far for Alfa Romeo, as the virtual safety car is now ending, and we're looking to catch up to Carlos Sainz immediately now. But yeah, a really disappointing start to the season for Lucas Weber as well. It's sort of like Hamilton, just not really having any luck as well. He collided with us in the cancel section, which was, well, yeah, he could have avoided it, I think. Yeah, that ruined his race really. He could have just tried to get past us somewhere else. But yeah, there we go. I guess that's unfortunate for him. But we're not too bothered by it. To see Alfa struggling, to be honest, it was a difficult season for us last season in the Alfa in the first half of the season. But yeah, coming in now, we're chasing after Carlos Sainz. Hopefully now we can start to gain some more positions, and maybe, I don't know what this holds for us in the rest of this race, but you can see the guys in front aren't too far ahead. So the likes of Stroll, Vettel, Leclerc, they're not too far ahead, but we've only got 4 laps left to go in this race to get past Carlos Sainz, and it may be P6 is probably the best we can do in this race at the moment. We'll have to wait and see what kind of performance we can get out of these soft tyres, but we're closing up to Carlos Sainz, who's having a very good race so far in the Renault. So we've also got Devin Butler closing up to us as well. For some reason, the McLarens, who have looked quite strong in the first few races of the season, struggled quite a lot in qualifying. Butler down, well, neither McLaren in the top 10, I don't think, and yeah, for whatever reason, I don't know why that is, but Butler as well, he's had a little bit of good race pace as well in this race compared to Norris as well, who's behind again. I don't really know what's happened to Norris so far. He had a very good start to the season. He won the opening race, got a podium in Bahrain, but look how close we are to Carlos Sainz. Are we going to make a move down the inside there? He goes defensive though, so this should be fairly easy, and yeah, you can see we're alongside Carlos Sainz, and we're going to be past him again. So yeah, going defensive, that really put him on the back foot. And yeah, now we're up into P6, and our next target is Lance Stroll. So yeah, Stroll, who's also managed to get a podium here before as well in real life. But now we're going to be trying to chase after Lance Stroll. But how far is he ahead of us, though? That's the question. Whether we will be able to catch up to him in 3 laps, and how much? Well, we'll have to find out. But we didn't actually manage to see then on that side. But here we go, on lap 11, and we're trying to chase after Lance Stroll in the Alfa Romeo. Butler though has got past Carlos Sainz, so unfortunately for Sainz, he's not been able to keep hold of that P7. But yeah, he's putting a good effort so far in this race. Butler doing quite well now, so we've got to watch out for Butler. He's going to be coming with us to try and catch the Lance Stroll. But we should be able to keep a relatively decent gap to Butler. But we should try and see if we can catch up to Lance Stroll at this moment in time. But yeah, the pace is looking quite good at the moment in this Red Bull. But yeah, it's well, touch and go whether we can catch up to Lance Stroll in the last couple of laps. But it doesn't look too likely, to be honest. But there you can see, just in the distance there, you can see Lance Stroll just ahead of us. So with 2 laps to go, can we catch up with Lance Stroll? He's just a few seconds ahead of us. So if we can, well, do about 1.5 seconds a lap quicker than Lance Stroll, we should be able to get him on the last lap. But that's if we can go that much quicker than Lance Stroll. But these tyres are a lot quicker than those medium tyres at the moment, and yeah, we've got a lot of confidence at the moment in these last couple of laps. So Yeah, 2.7 seconds is the gap now. So yeah, we need to go sort of 1.3, 1.4 seconds a lap quicker than Lance Stroll. So here we go then. Can we do it on the last couple of laps of this race? Can we catch up to Lance Stroll to take hold of P5 in this race and get in the top 5? That would be a good result from where we started to gaining 10 positions from P15. At the moment we've gained 9, but if we can gain one more that would be perfect as well. And we could definitely see ourselves getting into P5 here, which would be a very good start to the season. But into the wall we go, and that is going to curtail any chance of that happening. And yeah, we've lost a bit of front wing, and yeah, that's definitely not going to help our chances. We just got a massive kick of oversteer. Here's the replay of what just happened. We go into that corner. It's like sort of where Hulkenberg crashed in 2018. We go into the corner. I think we just got a slide on. We just got a tank slapper and then corrected it. Just put us into the wall. And yeah, there you go. We lost a chunk of front wing there. That really sucks a lot, to be honest. But yeah, we could have got caught up to Lance Stroll, but that's not going to happen now. We would never know if we did actually manage to catch up to Lance Stroll now, as we head on to the last lap of this race. And there seems to be yellow flags again, and there's yellow flags, and it's Hamilton that's now out of this race, and we do get up to P5 in the end. And Lewis Hamilton's retired from another race. 2 mechanical failures in the first 4 races of the season, and the reigning champion, his luck's gone from bad to worse as well. Hamilton and Weber are just having no luck so far this season, and you have to feel for him, really. But yeah, we managed to gain a couple of points here, or have we? Because Butler's now on the back of us with that front wing damage. Can he take all of P5 here? And you can see Carlos Sainz as well. He's just behind Butler as well. So can Carlos Sainz perhaps pinch P5 on the last lap of this race? But yeah, at the moment it's going to be Verstappen getting raced, well, 2 wins in a row, and the only person so far to win more than 1 race in the season. So Verstappen's looking very strong at the moment. So it could be a fight with our teammate for this title at the moment. But if we make more mistakes like we just did, we're going to be having it's going to be fairly easy for Verstappen to win this. But at the moment, we're going to get some good points, and we're probably going to put ourselves ahead of Bottas and ahead of Norris as well. So we could be, I think we'll be second behind Verstappen if things will stay the way they are. But coming on to the final straight then, can we keep hold of P5? It's going to be very close. Coming up to the line, we're going to have a lot of understeers. That's going to slow us down. We've got the hot lap mode. We've got rich fuel mix. Can we keep hold of P5? Butler's getting very close to us. Is he going to be able to make it done? Is he going to be able to make it past us? He pulls alongside us. Are we going to be able to keep hold of P5? Yes, we are. Just about keep hold of P5. It was very close at the end. And, well, yeah, we saw Bottas just about getting past Lance Stroll on the last lap of the 2017 race, but that was almost a carbon copy there. But Butler just not about being able to get past us. And 2 Ferraris on the podium as well. They're just steadily picking up points where everyone else is missing out at the moment. It's just Ferrari been a bit average, but somehow managed to pick up points here and there. So there you go, Stroll finishing P4. He'll be fairly happy with that, although Weber's pace was a lot better than Stroll. Weber could have potentially won today as well, but there we go, up to P5 from P15. So 10 valuable points, although it probably could have been more considering how quick our teammate was at this track. But disappointment for Weber and Hamilton. Verstappen does move 10 points clear at the top then. Norris down the 3rd. With a disappointing day again. Bottas in 4th, Bottas down to 5th rather, Leclerc up to 4th. So it's looking very close at the moment in the driver standings. Neither Haas has yet to score either, and Hamilton down in P14. So disappointment for him. Stroll ahead of Weber now. So Weber down in P11, ahead behind Danny Kvyat, who's had a good start to the season as well. But here's the constructors then. We've got a good advantage over McLaren. Ferrari ahead of Mercedes. Racing Point Alpha gaining a couple of positions there. But that's going to be the end of the episode there, guys. I hope you enjoyed it today. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you in Spain hopefully very soon.